Welcome back to Transfer Talk. Let's talk about Manchester United now then. We'll start, James, I think, with Rasmus Højlund, because he trained yesterday, but he's been told by Manchester United that he can leave and go and play elsewhere. How is this likely to play out?
Well, AC Milan have held positive talks with United around the signing of Højlund. As yet, there's no agreement between the clubs. Højlund himself has still yet to decide if AC Milan is the right move for him or any move whatsoever is the right thing for him to do, because he's spoken frequently over the course of pre-season about wanting to fight for his place at Manchester United. We understand Milan are speaking to Højlund's representatives to find out if he'll be open to joining Manchester United before proceeding with trying to thrash out a deal with United. Milan would prefer a loan with an option to buy. United would want to do a permanent deal, or at least have a permanent element attached to a loan deal. We understand they consider offers of around £40 million. For what it's worth, what I think United would have loved to do if they weren't in a financial situation where they need to recoup money in terms of sales, is give him the opportunity to go out on loan somewhere this season, because there is a real player there. We've not quite seen it in terms of goals, but there have been glimpses that this is a striker that could go on to be a really, really top striker in Europe. There's a reason why United signed him 2 years ago for around £70 million, because they've seen the potential there. That potential is still there, and actually he's excelled in European competitions, did really well in the Champions League the season before last. You just think, if he has a year playing at a club like AC Milan and then comes back to United, United readdress the situation. If United are in Europe next season, maybe they will need two strikers in the form of Šeško and Rasmus Højlund. I think there would be regrets if he goes permanently, because I do think he will go on and be a superstar somewhere else. I know that's a bold claim based on what he's done at the 2 years at United, but I do think there's a player there. There's not many number nines, as we've learnt in this transfer window. That is why it costs so much to sign proven number nines. I do think he needs a year of football where he is the number 9, which he won't be given this season at United. But I do think, because of the situation United are in, having spent more money than they probably thought they would heading into this transfer window, there does need to be one or two big sales, just so they can stay within the rules when it comes to profit and sustainability. Because yes, the deadline is the 30th of June next summer to fit within the rules, but clearly this is the best window for sales, because you don't want to be leaving it until January, and you do not want to be leaving it until the start of next transfer window to get your business done before the 30th of June, when every club knows that you need to make sales to fit within the rules.
Yeah, and well, that's the issue for Manchester United. It's not just Højlund, is it? There's a number of players, including, of course, Jadon Sancho, who they're still trying to find a home for. He doesn't seem like he's got a future at Manchester United, but what are his options at the moment?
It looks like there's a few options on the table, nothing concrete as of yet as things stand. It'd be nice when we don't have to talk about Jadon Sancho's future anymore, won't it? Because it feels like it's been a saga that's dragged on ever since he's been at Manchester United. But Besiktas are a club that have shown interest in signing him. Their club president is quoted as saying they'll do their best to sign him if Sancho wants to join. And once he emerged as a potential target, Besiktas fans, they've been voting with their thumbs on social media, because they've been leaving more than 5 million comments on his latest Instagram post demanding Jadon Sancho come to Besiktas, come and join us. Borussia Dortmund remain interested, no agreement there. There has been reports in the Times that Roma have submitted a bid to sign Sancho on loan. We know there has been interest from clubs in Italy and Saudi Arabia. United, as they want to do with Rasmus Højlund, would prefer a permanent deal. And it's more pressing with Jadon Sancho because his contract runs out next summer. There is the option of extending that by a further 12 months. The danger with that being, do you want to commit yourself to being in this situation again next summer, paying those wages for another season? So I don't think the possibility of a loan can be ruled out. But as far as United are concerned, he's not going to be playing for them this season. I know Ruben Amorim said that players will be reintegrated if their market value is not met. I don't think that's going to be the case with Jadon Sancho. I think they're hoping that somebody gets hold of Jadon Sancho this summer and they can end what has been a fairly unsavoury chapter. We started in 2021 with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as manager. He's now the manager of Besiktas, they being one of the clubs interested in signing him.
Manchester United have reportedly reached an agreement to sign Carlos Baleba from Brighton and Hove Albion, a move strategically aligned with incoming manager Ruben Amorim's tactical philosophy. The 20-year-old midfielder, known for his dynamism, ball progression, and physical resilience, is expected to fill a critical role in Amorim's system, which emphasizes midfield control, vertical transitions, and tactical fluidity. Although the financial details of the transfer remain undisclosed, Sources close to the negotiations suggest that United's technical staff identified Baleba as a long-term solution to midfield imbalance, particularly following a season marked by inconsistency and injury setbacks in that area of the pitch. Baleba's arrival not only signals a shift towards younger, more adaptable talent at Old Trafford, but also underscores the club's commitment to restructuring under Amorim's forward-thinking framework. The Cameroonian's profile, combining defensive tenacity with progressive passing, makes him well-suited for the double pivot or box-to-box role in Amorim's preferred 3-4-3 formation, a tactical shape that relies heavily on midfield versatility and positional intelligence. With pre-season preparations already underway, United fans will be eager to see how Baleba integrates into a squad undergoing both philosophical and structural transformation as the club seeks to re-establish itself among Europe's elite.